Welcome back to the Strength of Her podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. So today I wanted to come on and I wanted to share something I actually got from watching a movie. If you guys recall the Rocky movies and the recent ones, Creed. So I was watching Creed and something came out at a scene that made me think like, whoa, that hit really well. That hit me. And so I want to come on here and share with you guys a quick little message that I got from it. And sorry for the plane. I am outside on the porch. If you're listening, I'm so sorry. Just gonna let the plane go. So, I'm going to be reading my notes because as the scene was happening, there's just so many things that came up. And so I just began writing. So if you see me looking down, but yes, I'm going to read exactly what I wrote. So thank you guys for again tuning in. So you will realize later on in life, going through those moments, my life sucks, why is this happening to me, why am I alone, why people are treating me this way, and etc. Those were actually blessings in disguise, preparing you for the next chapter in your life. Yes, you feel hopeless and don't see the blessing in that moment, or you do, but wish that you didn't have to go through all that suffering like that. But that's what's building your character. That's what's building and strengthening your mind, body, and soul, and giving you the knowledge you need to elevate in life. So yes, you need that redirection to put you in the rooms and opportunities to become the person you always wanted to be. So in the movie, there's certain, obstacles in which Creed had to go through when he was up top and people were trying to take the belt from him since, he's a fighter. So I was reflecting that, wow, you will be redirected in life because you may think you're going to be going in this one direction your entire life. You're like, okay, I got everything figured out. But there's going to be obstacles that come in the way. There are going to be trials and tribulations that's going to knock you off your game, and there's going to be unexpected things that just come up that you just really going to be like, wow, this sucks. So in those moments, that redirection is what's really helping you. And another little example that I thought was interesting is if you think to your healing journey. This is all about your healing journey. And if you think of the road, there's one side of the road, and then there's two double lines in the road, and there's another side of the road. When you're driving, there's traffic going back and forth, So as you're going through this healing journey, you have to understand you can't compare what's happening on the other side of the road or someone else's journey, because you may be on step 5 and that other individual may be on step 25. And you just have to focus on what's happening in your lane. So to go towards your destination. So your destination is happiness. Your destination is finding peace of mind. Your destination is to get out of, certain bad habits and unlearn certain, concepts that, no longer serves you. So you have to understand that double line you can't cross. Because if you move your car to the other lane, you're going to, one, create chaos by, car accidents. You're going to be hit with so much that it don't make any sense to get to your destination that way. So, with that being said, if you stay in your lane and you literally see that your destination's in front of you, yeah, there may be obstacles happening in your lane, but guess what? You're in your lane. You're not in anyone else's lane. And say, for instance, you're driving and you're driving straight, but then all of a sudden the road is starting to turn. You thought you were going to keep going straight, but the road is actually slightly turning. That can be a redirection moment for you to realize you got to learn a lesson to get to your destination. And me reflecting on my healing journey, me going through obstacles with, with family, generational curses or secrets and stuff like that within the family, and me dealing with, childhood trauma, I didn't want to go through all that, but that had to be part of my, sorry y'all, plane coming by. That had to be a part of my journey, that had to build my character, build my, strength, with, build me mentally and physically. Now, no one should go through life with, being harmed or nothing like that. I don't wish that on no one, and hopefully people, that don't happen to anyone else. But I'm saying, if I didn't stay the course of my journey, and I was like looking at other lanes like, oh, I wish I was like this, but you don't know what's happening over there. I don't know what was happening to other people's lives. I just knew what was happening to me, and I had to adjust myself to get to my destination. And I'm still getting to my destination. My life is still going. But when I was going through the lowest moment of my life, it sucked. But I didn't let that deter me, because I knew I had something in me that people were trying to break. So I saw that like, wow, they're really trying to break me. So I must be of some value. I must have something in me that really threatens them. And I also thought, sorry, there's bugs out here, guys. Ooh, Jesus. I also saw that as a way of fighting, because when I was watching the movie Creed, sorry, another plane coming. As I was watching the movie Creed, there was a scene that Rocky, one of the characters, Rocky, was talking to Creed, and he says, let me get the correct, he says to Creed, hey y'all, so I actually came inside, and because of the airplanes and then the bugs, and then sadly my phone got overheat, so I came inside to finish this episode, and I wanted to get back to the point where I was getting to, where I left off stating that I was watching the movie Creed, and there was a character named Rocky that was Creed's trainer, and he was asking him, why do you want to fight? When a fighter has nothing to lose, they are dangerous. And at this point, Creed is at the top of his, career. They're trying to get the belt from him, and he just wants to know, why is he fighting? He know why the opponent's fighting, because they have nothing to lose, but he's asking Creed, like, why are you fighting? And I thought that was pretty interesting, because me reflecting on my journey, I realized what I was fighting for, and that was literally me, to not be like my surroundings. I didn't want to be in a environment that literally consists of alcohol, partying, bad behavior overall, and just not really having a dream. And so, sorry y'all. So I wanted to basically state that I knew that my environment knew I had potential. They knew my value. They knew my value, but they was trying to break me. So I felt like, okay, not in those moments. I'm not like, I don't have like this type of mindset, to be honest, but I had a different mindset. I was like, wow, I'm being pushed in a corner because you think it's okay to talk down to someone. You think it's okay to stay in a closet with what's happening in the family. Oh, you think it's appropriate for, for certain people to not face their consequence. That's when I realized, like, wow, I must be a real danger to you guys to try to keep breaking me down. And so I looked at that as, wow, this is why I'm fighting for, because I know I have potential to be more than my environment, more than the people in here. Not saying that I was better than anyone. I just knew there was more to life than what was around me. And also, I didn't want what happened to me to make me bitter and angry. Yeah, I have a right to be angry and bitter, but I don't see that as a way of better myself. Yeah, I can feel how I feel, but with my healing journey, I put it as I'm going to see that these trials and tribulations and obstacles were actually blessings in disguise that were redirecting me to a better life, to a better me. And I knew why I was fighting, and I knew that I had nothing to lose. Well, technically, yes, myself. But I knew I had nothing to lose right there, like material things and whatever. But I knew I was dangerous because I had full potential and more to come in life. And I want y'all to even ask yourself, what am I fighting for? Do I have anything to lose? Like, truly ask yourself those questions. If you have to journal those, or do like a video, but if you really like ask yourself, like, what are you fighting for, and for what? And do you have anything to lose? Now, I'm not saying go out there and be dangerous to anyone or like that. I just want you to know that when you're whatever you're fighting for, it should be motivating you. It should inspire you to be better. It should be the thing that gives you the energy to wake up the next morning. The wind underneath your wings to get better in life. And whether that's you just got over a breakup, you're going through a divorce, or you just not doing well in school, or you're facing problems with your family, what is it that you're fighting for at the end of the day? Are you fighting through depression? Are you going through anxiety? But what is it that's also causing these things for you to go through those moments? And you should look at it like that. Like, okay, what is causing me anxiety? What is causing me to be sad and feel bitter and angry? What are those things? And do I want to fight to get away from these things and overcome them? Just really ask yourself if you want to get to that point in your life. Or honestly, if you feel as though, you don't have the capacity to, get through this, there are other people that are out there, like myself. I went through some things. I'm not comparing my journey to someone else's, which I don't want no one to do. Don't ever compare your journey to someone else's. But I want you to know that there are people out there that are going through things, that are going through pain, but are using that pain to get to the next level in life. Yes, it sucks in the moment, like I said, but you know that there's something better on the other side. You can get there. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But just honestly, you realizing that, like, wow, when you do the reflection and think back, like, I remember where I was. And then when I do that to myself sometimes, or all the times, I literally, like, am blown away. Like, I really overcame so much that was really trying to break me, but I didn't allow it. Yeah, I had my moments of defeat, but then I was like, do I want to live in defeat and bitter and anger like the people around me? Or do I really want to be truly get to my destination of my happiness, my peace of mind, be in a better, support group with, friends? Do I want that dream job? It just ask yourself, what are you fighting for? And know that you can overcome those obstacles. Don't let them weigh you down, but allow that suffering, that pain, to be your motivation to know that you can carry all things. Because if you believe in God, He knows that you can do it. And you got to believe in yourself that you can get through anything. And I want you guys to definitely know that it's you choosing you. And this life journey is literally you versus you. You don't have to look at the next person and be like, wow, I wish I could be like them. Yeah, they can be inspiration, but don't let that get to the point where you're comparing your life to people, because that can lead you down a path that it just, you don't know what's happening in someone else's life. So I just feel as though just focus on you. Know that there's going to be moments that you're going to be redirected in your life, but know that you know the answers are within you to fight for what you want each and every day. And that's what I want you guys to take away from this episode. Me reflecting and getting a message through watching Creed, the movie. Just ask yourself, what are you fighting for? Do you have anything to lose? What is causing you to be in these situations that you could change? And what are some ways in which you can overcome them? And if you have to reach out to people, know that there are people that are willing to give you a hand and to give you inspiration. And that's why I started this channel, this podcast, to know that I did overcome a lot of obstacles, and I did not let it defeat me. And I am here to keep inspiring you each and every day to keep going. So be proud and give yourself grace during these moments in your healing journey, and just keep choosing you each and every day to get through this healing journey. And know that it's not a race. It is a lifelong journey. Healing does never stop. So again, healing never stops. It's a lifelong journey, and I know you can do it. You just got to put that in your mindset that you can do it, so that you can believe that you can get out of those situations to become the person you want to become. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have a great one.